Oh, it's Monday. The worst day of the week. The worst day. The possible worst day of the week. The whole day goes great. Well, now I wouldn't say great, but the whole day goes great. And then like the last hour and a half is like the worst ever. Between the dog puking, what else was there? I forgot. I don't even remember. There's a bunch of stuff that happened. Oh, jeez. One of those days. One of those days. One of those days. And when I eventually click on the camera, you're going to be like, oh no, not this again. But don't worry. The hard part is done. This is only going to take a minute. So don't get excited. Because it'll be quick. I guarantee you it's going to be quick. It's going to be super quick. Super quick. Instantly. And by the way, I don't know. I have absolutely nothing to talk about. Been painting all week. Well, I don't know how to put it. Kind of supervising the painter. I painted a little bit. Not sure exactly what I painted, but I painted something. Anyways, let's start off with the down low, shall we? Because I need to, I got to rewick this. Yep, that's where we're at, folks. Don't worry, it's cleaned, it's coiled, everything's done. We're not going to sit here for 5 hours and do this. This will simply take a matter of seconds. Or maybe not seconds. Maybe we should jump up top first and say hi to everybody. We should do that. What's going on, folks? A little cotton to start off the show. How you guys doing? Let's say hello to all the participants in chat, like Mr. Atomizer, Mr. Andy, the lovely Billy Lee, the not so lovely Brian, the lovely Cheryl, Darth Vapor's in the house, Mr. Ed Barkley, Florida Boy 420. We got George Jennings, we got H-Town in the house, we got Hitman, we got Jason. Still got that same photo. Jason, I'm telling you, take my advice. Mr. JT, what's going on? Mad Dog is in the house. Mark, a.k.a. Hardy. We got Mike in the house. Memphis Steve, what's going on? Mr. I'm going to say Mofo to you, or it's spelled Mufu to you. It could be Mufu, but it looks better if it's say Mofo. What's up, Ray Ray? We got Ron Jeremy, the Ron Jeremy in the house tonight. Sean, a.k.a. Scene. That's scene number 1. Terry Scooter. We got Mr. Trammell. We have Mr. Bachelor. We have Mr. Fagan. We got Mr. Wicked Vapa. And whoever else just popped in that didn't make it on the list. Like, I think, but a squad. And Gary Cole, a.k.a. Oh, I seen Gary Cole became a member right before the show. Or just updated his membership or whatever he did. Regardless, thank you, Mr. Gary Coleman. By the way, that is the white Gary Coleman, not the one that you're thinking of from Different Strokes. And my screen is not working. What happened? Oh, come on. I updated, not that anyone really cares, but if you did care, I updated my, probably shouldn't even admit to this, but my Mac operating system, and now my favorite photo editing app, Pixelmator, does not work with the newest version of Mac OS. Because the photo editor I use is like 10 years old. And I like using old apps. So now I'm stuck using, I don't even know what. Anyways, shut up. Let's wick this up because I want to wick it. So the painting is, it's almost complete, I guess. 3 coats on the ceiling. I know that sounds extreme, doesn't it? 2 coats on the walls. And the coats on the walls actually went quite well. The straight line idea that I had failed. I got a paint shield and thought, well, if the guy on YouTube can use a paint shield, I can use a paint shield. Photoshop is just Photoshop is just too much for what I just do, like very basic things when I make thumbnails. So Photoshop is just way overkill for my needs. Yeah, so we bought the little, like, paint pad thingamajigger that kind of paints a straight line. Angela did a superb job on painting a straight line, I must say. I wish I could take credit for it, but I can't. The only downside is the few holes that I patched up, the stuff I'm using, whatever the hell that shit's called, seems to want to sink. So I fill the hole, let it dry, come back, day later, and it's like sunken in. So I got to go over it again and again. So it's about 95% complete. Yeah, we'll never paint again. I'll tell you that right now. Never in a million years. It's the worst thing to do in the world. What am I doing? You're looking for a brush. Your cotton's crooked. Everything on this. What's up, Chuck? Crooked cotton actually gives you better flavor. In case you didn't know that, thank you. Did you read the title of the show? Hello, I'm a professional. You can trust me. Or trust me, I'm a professional. Right. What's up, Ed? Yes, I did strum the coil. I super strummed it. I got all the metal off of it. Now it's down to like bare copper. We're doing copper coils today. What was I going to say? I forgot. I don't even remember. Oh, this atomizer could have used probably a soap and water cleaning, but I just washed it with some water. So that's going to have to do because I'm a little lazy today. Oh, yeah. I'm going to mess this up. I can feel it. That looks pretty low, but don't worry. I told you it's going to be quick. I'm not doing this for no 20 minutes. What's up, Georgia boy? Copper coils have the best flavor. I totally agree. If anyone's watching this and wondering what the hell are copper coils, it's a joke. Please don't take it seriously. Copper will probably kill you. Just putting it out there. Do you use that comb? You're not here also. No comment on that, Ray. No comment. No comment. I guess, like, why would you guys want to look at me? You just look at this. I'm pretending you guys aren't here, so that way I could just get this done quick. Because if I sit there and try to pretend like I know what I'm doing, it'll take an hour. So we're just going to go through this. There we go. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Juice. Oh, that's a whole nother ball game right there. Got a bunch of pod systems in. Not that... well, there is... we do got a tank. I'm not sure... can we show the tank? Geek Vape's got a new tank on a Vaporesso mod. Goes up to 90 watts. Top airflow. Pretty nice, actually. Shocking. It's a 90 watt coil that I'm vaping at 52 watts. I don't recommend do that, but it's top airflow, so it's not going to leak, so it doesn't matter. Smoke is even sending me stuff, and yeah, I think this is typical for this time of year. China puts out anything and everything they possibly can because after New Year's or Christmas, they go on their little goodbye for like a month or two, and then it takes them like another month or two to get things going. So yeah, they usually dump as many products as they can before the end of the year. Shoo-ba-doo-doo-doo. You couldn't do this when you were not live? I could. Been having sneezing fits. My doctor, of course, said, oh, don't worry about it. Okay. Yesterday, we went to Home Depot, which is only 10 blocks from our house. I sneezed a total of 23 times in the car. And I shit you not because I was counting them. That is like the most unpleasant thing in the world. I'm not 100% sure if it's due to my sinuses being re-moistened due to the Suboxone being canceled out 3 months ago, or if it's my septum that's like tickling my nose, causing me to sneeze. But it's fucking... I'm at the point where I'm ready to cut my nose off. I can't stand it anymore. And I don't sneeze like... I don't sneeze like a woman. Like, achoo! If it was that, I wouldn't care. When I sneeze, like my rib cage flexes out, my butthole pucks. Like, it's painful. I sneeze hard. You can hear me like a mile away when I sneeze. And everyone has their, like, number of sneezes. Usually, you're a single sneezer, a double sneezer, a triple sneezer. Like, when you sneeze, you know how everyone sneezes? Usually it's 1, 2, 3, or 4 times in a row. Mine's 4 all the time. Usually all the time. But, man, I just can't. I can't do it no more. It's the fucking worst. Everything else, though, for the most part, I'm not going to say is back to normal. My energy level's getting pretty much back to normal, but it's the sneezing, and I can no longer enjoy coffee in the morning. If I drink coffee in the morning, it's like a waterfall coming out. So I can't drink coffee until afternoon time. Other than that, I mean, things are getting pretty normal. Next time you see me, I might not have a nose, because I might get fed up and just cut it off. Unless I have 2 gaping holes on my face. Okay, I think we're done. Do-do-do. Shoo-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. See how fast that was? That's what we call a professional right there, folks. Even though it was already built and ready to go, now I can't even get the goddamn tank on. Oh, Jesus. Help me, son. Help me. Bear with me, folks. I'm slow. Tell everyone how I'm your bitch. You're my bitch. You are my bitch. My doctor gave me that Ozempic shit again, and yet again, no pharmacies have it. Well, none of the pharmacies I use anyways. But they say the reason why the particular one that you're trying to get filled is hard to get because it's the lowest dose. Like, we have all the higher doses, but the lower dose is hard to get. And I'm like, well, I don't want to start on a high dose if I don't need to start on a high dose. But I think it's also because diabetics come first, which is how it should be. It's a diabetic medicine. So that's fucking exciting. What else? Anything else? I don't think so. You missed Ray Ray's question. Batcher, get yourself some Afrin. No, well, nasal spray is good. But also nasal spray is very dangerous because my septum on my right side is a little, so like the inside of my right nostril is kind of closed off. When that started happening, I don't know, a couple years ago, I was introduced to like nasal spray. Like, oh yeah, let's get some Flonase or whatever. And that shit does wonders. Like, it's wonderful. It opens your shit right up. But the problem is, when it wears off, it's the problem is like 10 times worse. So you find yourself, pump, do another one. Feel great. And then before you know it, so nasal spray actually makes things worse. And then you find yourself being addicted to the nasal spray. So that shit, I only use that. Like, what I do, and this sounds crazy, but at night right before I go to bed, like, I've been wearing those fucking nasal strips. And now that I think about it, I've been using those for like 6 years. That's pathetic. Those things are made to probably use for like a month or so. I buy like the economy pack on Amazon. It comes with like 100 of them. They work. And I put a little drop of nasal spray on a Q-tip, jab it in my right nostril, and then I push my septum over. And that usually, I have a good night's sleep. I can breathe through my nose. But the next morning, it's like, here we go. So, I don't want to get a septum surgery because I heard it's like a 60-40, maybe 70-30 type of success rate. And I heard it's pretty unpleasant. So, I'm not to the point where I in order for me to go to the hospital, I got to be like pretty much like knocking on death's door. So I'm not at a point yet, but. And you would think my septum would be like this because of heavy powder use, but no, not the case. I wish it was. This is a vape show, by the way, yes. Cracker, Coke, or both? Neither, actually, but maybe some soon, because I'm going to need something to eventually get by. Usually when you see someone... A good way to tell if someone's on drugs, just look at their weight. Like, if they're over... Like, you don't know how many overweight junkies do you know? And I'm not talking about pills. Pills are different. I'm talking about, like, crack and everything else. Like, you don't know too many overweight crackheads. I've never seen an overweight crackhead in my life, I don't think. Not saying they don't exist, but... Let me know if you want the Ozempic. Yeah, I don't know. I want to try it, but... I don't want to... I don't know. My nose is going to start running now. Oh, my God. Do we have a plastic surgeon in chat that can fix my nose for me? I appreciate it. You think they would have like a hard plastic device or tube that they can surgically implant into your nostril that would kind of force your septum open so that way you wouldn't have to have like a major surgery to fix your septum. But no, they don't have that. Me being a retired doctor, I probably should come out with that because I could probably make millions. I knew there's one guy, he used to, I never understood people who snort pills. I don't know, I never really got that, but I guess he used to snort pills a lot, and his whole nose was just collapsed in, and he would, hey everybody. That's how he would talk, like his nose was closed. I can only imagine living like that because you'd have to breathe through your mouth all the time. And even though I am fat, I am a mouth breather. Mark, I'm a nasal surgeon. Listen to me. Try the Afrin. I've tried it. Oh, Afrin works. The Afrin works. The Mucinex nasal... Usually any nasal spray works. The problem is, like I said, one pump, you're good. But after about 2 weeks of it, then you're like at 2 pumps. Then you're at 3 pumps. And before you know it, you're burning through a bottle of nasal spray like once a week. And when the nasal spray wears off, it does make the problem worse. Like extremely worse. But nasal spray does work. Mr. Chuck, thank you, sir, for that lovely donation. He says, please give this to Terry Scooter. Terry Scooter is, I think, absent today. I see Terry Scooter here. Do what Jackson did, took his nose off at night. You know, that's probably a brilliant idea. If I could do that, if I could have my nose removed and just have like a plastic nose and just put it on when I do videos, it'd be the best thing. I'd be all for it. I've watched those surgeries on YouTube and they don't look pleasant. Not at all. Try the medicated nasal strips. I never heard of the medicated ones. But I have the Breathe Right strips, which is pretty much just like a piece of plastic with tape on it that just, it pulls your nostrils open, which those things work. I never understood how they work, if they work. But when I tried them, if you're ever wondering, like, do they work? Yes, those things really do work. And I've been using them for like 5 or 6 years. And all they do is they just pretty much pull your nose apart, so it kind of opens up your nasal passages and you can breathe. They do work. What's up, Mr. Screlly? Check your email. What's a fuck stick? Is a fuck stick a penis? It might be. Oh, yeah. Ray says balls. Hey, fucker. I asked 5 times in chat, did you shave your balls? And if so, how did it go? I'm thinking of getting the big kit. So, I went to go shave my balls last night. Got the clippers. I'm standing there and turn them on. And then they turn off. I'm like, oh shit, did I break them? And I realized, I guess this was dead out of the package. Oh, wait a minute. Do I not know? Okay, maybe it's not dead. Am I just stupid as hell? How the fuck do you turn this on? All right. What's the problem here? You might see some pubic hair in there, but don't worry about that. There's a button here. I push it. Nothing happens. Then I tried to hold it down. Nothing happens. Then I try 5 clicks because maybe it's a mod. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. What am I doing something wrong here? I thought it was dead, and that's why I didn't. Oh my god, it's working. How the hell did it turn on? Oh my god, there's a light on it too. Why did it turn on? Wait a minute. Okay, so now it turns on. But when I was just pushing it a minute ago, it was clicking, it was lighting up like 3 times. I charged it. Was it 5? I wonder if 5 clicks did it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so it does lock. So it's like a mod. Look at that shit. So, what is it? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. I'll be a son of a bitch. Well, I didn't shave my balls yet, but I will tonight. Just for you, Ray Ray. I thought for sure when I turned this on, I'm like, oh, fuck, it's dead. All right, I'll charge it. But it wasn't dead. It was just you got to do 5 clicks. I've never had a pair of clippers that you had to do 5 clicks on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god. I wonder why that. I've never had anything like that locked like that. That's weird. I'm not doing it now, simply because I am not cutting my nuts off. Thank you. Try reading the instructions before you. I never read instructions on anything. Does anyone read instructions when they buy shit or given shit? I never read instructions. And if I have to read instructions, I usually tell Angela, can you read these and let me know how to use this? I hate fucking reading instructions. Kid Bass has a point. Oh, shit. What did Kid Bass say? Something intelligible? Yeah, I don't read instructions. If I have to learn how to use something, I hop on YouTube. I always throw the manual in the garbage can. If I can't figure it out, then I'm too lazy to read. Exactly. I'm the same goddamn way. I'm too lazy to read instructions. I'd rather go sit on a toilet, take a dump, and watch a YouTube video. And then when I'm done in the bathroom, I'm educated on how to use the product. Maybe companies should start just putting links in the packaging to a website you can go to and watch an instructional video rather than including user manuals in 20 different languages. And Cheryl is searching for a new vape reviewer. Cheryl, you're not going to find anyone as good as me, I can guarantee you that. And most of them sold out and are reviewing disposables. Me, on the other hand, emergency room if you fuck up. Well, I did get some pointers from Johnny the Beard on using it. I don't know if is that kind of a gay thing? When other guys give you pointers on how to shave your balls? I don't know. Like, hey. Woo. Absolutely. Mark wouldn't even bleed. Oh, the fuck I wouldn't bleed. Dude, I've cut. You know where the I don't even know why we're having this conversation on a vape show, but we always do. Where the base, the most fragile part of shaving a male's pubes is where the base meets the sack. That little transition right there, that shit, there's hair there, but there's so much going on, like a transition of like shape and size and skin, and if you that's usually where you cut yourself, right there. That's usually the spot. And when you cut yourself there, the blood just comes pouring out. It could be a microscopic little bing, and you just like, oh shit, the bathtub's red. What happened? I'll need a drip pan. Yes, that's, I usually shave in the, actually, no, I don't. I've never shaved in a sink before. At least my husband knows how to keep them smooth. Ooh, wee. Keep them smooth. It's shocking because I feel like after a certain age, you kind of just don't give a shit anymore. So it's shocking to know your husband is still an older gentleman and he's still keeping up on that. So I feel like I would always keep up on it, but it seems like after I hit 40, I kind of less like, I don't give a shit. Where before that, it'd be like, I'd be, you know, I'm not talking about this. There's no way. The room is almost 95% complete. It's just the two spots where I had to patch up the holes that are not complete because the shit I used shrunk. The ready-made plaster shit, the fucking pink putty you put on that turns white when it dries. Well, that shit shrinks. It says non-shrinking on the package, but that's a lie. It does shrink. So I had to go over it again. But other than that, I posted a picture of the straight line. I don't want to give Angela too much credit because, you know, she'll get excited and think she's good at painting and stuff. But like, she did a damn good job on that fucking line, man. Holy shit, this is better than like professional painter. Look at this shit, man. Hold on, let's really get in close. Okay, let's not get in close, because when you get in close, it looks bad, but that's just like, it looks straight. To me, it looks straight. Compared to what I was doing with the spray shield, I'm like, oh shit, I got a straight line. I look at the ceiling, there's paint all over the ceiling. I'm like, yep, this ain't gonna work. The bubbles disappeared. So I guess it was just like overly wet. But the bubbles are gone. There's no actually, it should look good for fucking 3 coats on the ceiling and 2 on the wall. Look damn good. We might have overdid it a little bit with the 3 coats. I don't think it really needed 3 coats, but I guess, you know, better more than not enough, maybe? Like, no one ever complains that things are, you know, it's like, oh, that's too much. No, it's not. It's straight to the feet. What the fuck is she talking about? I have no idea. Mark, let Angela give you a haircut? No way. She cut she didn't really cut my hair on my head. Kind of did, but I usually do it and just have her look at it if I missed any spots, and that's how that works. I didn't use the ball shaver on the head, though. I was thinking about it, but I'm like, let's save that for the balls. And Bachelor said it looks good from his house, so that's good. Speaking of bubbles, you get them with wicking. I love me some wicking bubbles. Yes. Are you talking about like a tank? When the bubbles come up through the juice ports when you're sucking on it sometimes? Like, that's how you can tell you got a perfect wicking job, is when you see bubbles. Actually, I didn't even look inside here to see if the cotton was good. Cotton tastes good. It's not burnt. Delicious. I'm rocking a rainbow pod system. And I'm rocking a pink pod system. Yes. No, relax. I'm not changing anything else. I still have a penis. And then we got this little beauty right there. It's 12 milligrams. I haven't busted these out in quite a while. Some naked. Naked 12 milligrams. Look at that shit. Red as shit. I think Mark is afraid he's going to chop off what little he has left. Actually, I don't think you know what? I don't know. I might be, I don't think I'm afraid. If I were to, oh man, that would be fucking messy. I can imagine cutting it and getting it. Like, there's no skin. There's literally not a lot of skin there to stitch. So if I were to cut myself pretty bad and have to go to ER and then have to, there's no way they could stitch it because it's like, it's not. I don't have like a man's, a typical like man-sized penis, like like an arm. I have more like a pinky. So I'm assuming they just put like a little butterfly stitch on there, or maybe like a piece of a little Band-Aid on it. Even a Band-Aid would probably wrap around it 2 times. I'm not sure how they would fix that. You still have your Maven? Yes, I do. It's somewhere in here. I'm selling it one day whenever I put it up. I've got all my stuff still, sadly enough. But I'm just stuck with enjoying my GT4. They don't cut as bad as other clippers. Yeah, it seems to have... So I know you're supposed to use the guard. But I notice something different about these clippers as opposed to head clippers or face clippers. This is plastic right there, when typically that's metal. I don't know if this is metal. This looks to be metal. I mean, I don't know. I know we're still on the subject, but yeah, I'm going to use the guard just to be on the safe side. And yeah, that's that. This content-driven show, folks. Ceramic could be ceramic too. You're right. I don't know. Ceramic might. I don't know. I'm gonna say plastic. I don't think ceramic. Ceramic might be too fragile for something that small. Just feels like plastic. Is this plastic too, or is this? I would expect it to be plastic just because of where you're using it at. Because before, I don't even know how long it was ago, but before I even realized that clippers are a big no-no on your nutsack, is when I just took my regular hair clippers. Like, all right, I just, stretch it out, and not realizing that your ball skin, man, those little teeth just grab your skin and just rip it in half. Like, holy shit. And I had like 10 little itty bitty holes with blood coming out. It was the most fucking horrific looking thing I've ever seen in my life. And K-Tech, you have no idea what you're talking about. It never fails if I ever got to take a shit before you're doing your show. Ooh. How do you shit at night? That's weird. I'm like a morning shitter. Like, if I don't shit by 9 a.m., then chances are I'm not going for that day. It hurts like a mother. Yeah, it does hurt. I'm pretty sure at least a good majority of you guys have cut yourselves. Women, on the other hand, I mean, they're a bit more meatier down there. Plus, I don't know, dude. I don't think women have hair growing out of it. I know along the sides of it, but I don't think it comes out of it. But maybe the older they get, they start having hair just pop, like kind of like in your ear. So maybe they have like hairs coming out of there, just like straight out of the vagina. Like, holy shit, you got hair coming out of that thing. My mom said, why are you talking about little balls? Whoa! Ball size, first of all, doesn't matter. You could have little balls or big balls. It doesn't play a role in anything. It has no effect on nothing. I could have a fucking gigantic elephant sack, and it wouldn't make a damn bit of difference in the bedroom. Nope, nothing. It may look good when I'm walking in the shower room at a local gym, but I don't go to the gym. So balls, I mean, I could do without balls. You can get rid of them for all I care. Scott's like, you know what? Let's change it. The 5 Pawns, delicious. I like the Castle Long. These are the only 2 I like by them. I don't like any of the other ones. Especially that one that's like a tobacco. That one is just way too... It's like a really strong, sweet cigar tobacco, but the Grandmaster and the Castle Long are my favorite. And this is my last. This right here is the last of the last. And then I'm done. I went through. I bought like $200 something worth of shit when I thought they were closing. And that's on top of having a coupon. Or they gave me a coupon, or it was a discount on their site. They were running, I forgot what it was. Although some women like saggy balls slapping the vagina. Whoa. I feel like this is going to turn into a sex show. We should just scrap vaping altogether. Does the new Vaporesso tank have coils that are 0.4, 0.7? The new Vaporesso tank, the one that goes with the or more you're talking about? Or are you talking about the Geek Vape tank that I'm vaping on now? Yeah, I remember the vape shop in Willow Springs. I went there one time, I remember it. It was the one I'm thinking of that's inside that like plaza by that big ass banquet hall that looks like a castle. Sold them glass mods. I do remember them. The Geek Vape. Yeah, the Geek Vape tank comes with... hold on. The one I'm vaping on... I just broke the clippers. This is why I can't do nothing around here. God damn it. Son of a bitch. The one I'm vaping, I think is a 0... I think it's a 0.15. It goes up to... I think it was... Oh, man. That's what I hate about coil heads and tanks. Because if you don't remember... Like, you know the resistance, but if you don't remember the recommended wattage... But I know this went up to 90 watts. And then the other coil... Hold on, I'm not Asian. I can't see this tiny-ass little font on here. 0.4... This one's rated 50 to 60 watts. So I don't know if they have any higher coils, but that's pretty impressive for sub-ohm vaping right there. These are the XM coils. For the Z, these are the Geek Vape Z series coils. They're pretty flavorful. I got 6 milligrams in here, so that's why I'm not vaping it at 80 or 90 watts, and I'm vaping it at 50 watts. If I had 3 milligrams in here, I'd crank it up higher, but... I stopped by Vapes and Vapor by your house the other day. You still go there? The one in LaGrange, right? Where Twinkie worked at? Or am I thinking of another place? Is that place still there? Is he still there? I wonder. Is he still there? Is Twinkie still there? Twinkie! We see it every time. I'm like, well, we haven't been to Orland Mall in a while, but I think the last time we went to Orland Mall, I think it was still there. But there's another vape shop. I think it's called Vapers, Vaperz. I could have swore they're closing down. Or we've seen like 2 locations close down. Twinkie quit. Twinkie better not quit. The owner runs it now. Oh, man. Dude, Twinkie was that dude was so awesome. I never met the owner there. Twinkie. Not sure why they called him Twinkie. I didn't want to ask him. I thought it maybe had to do something personal, but I like the 0.4 coils. I wonder if it will make its way to Canada. It probably will. It's a Geek Vape sub-ohm tank. They're usually pretty Twinkie went bankrupt. I think we're talking about a different Twinkie. I remember I went there and he was making... This is the first time I've seen... or the first time I tried... what the hell is that shit called? Come on! Not CBD, Oh, my brain is fried. Jesus Christ. I gotta start doing drugs again. Not CBD. Kratom, there we go. Or Kratom, however you call it. But this dude, like... He'd get like a cup of orange juice, and he'd take a big ass scoop of the shit, and he put a bunch of scoops into the orange juice. He mixed it up. He's like, here, dude, try this. And it was probably the most nastiest thing I've ever tasted in my fucking, like, holy shit, you're drinking this shit? He's like, hell yeah, man. I'm like, God damn, is that nasty? It did give you, like, a little pick-me-up, but, oh, God, it was nasty. That was the first time I tried Kratom. It was horrible. It was the most disgusting thing I ever tasted. He got a better job. Yeah, I mean, I would assume he probably moved on to something better. He seemed like a really cool dude. They claim it's good for you. When I was doing research on using Kratom to come off Suboxone, there were a lot of posts that I read on Reddit of people taking Suboxone to get off Kratom. And I'm like, holy shit. Kratom works. The thing about Kratom, in my opinion, everyone's different. There's so many different places that have it. It works. I think it's probably good for short-term use. You got to be careful because that shit, from everything I read, and I didn't read from like news sources or anything like that. I read from like Reddit posts and forums and stuff. Long-term use with that shit, trying to get off of it can be real bad, and they always say that it's never consistent. Like, no matter where you get it from, it's always different, and you never know what you're going to get. And I used it when I was coming off Suboxone. I needed something at night to go to bed. Like, there was no way I couldn't fall. I thought I was going to die. But if I take a little bit of Kratom, I was taking capsules because I can't tolerate the fucking straight powder. I take like 3 or 4 capsules, which is, I don't know, what is that? Like 2 grams maybe or something like that. And it would help me sleep. But I would never take it through the day in the morning. I took it, I think maybe for a month I took it, and then I stopped taking it because just the horror stories I heard from it. And then, of course, you have people who are saying, well, no, it's not addicting. You could come off it whenever. Not from the stuff I've read from people that have been using it for over a year, is that it's really hard to come off of, like extremely hard. And I'm like, well, I don't want to trade one fucked up thing for another, so like I'm just going to use this. I actually still... Shoo-ba-da-ba-boo-boo. Shoo-ba-da-boo-boo. Where'd he go? I didn't know. Because you got like the red, the white, the yellow, the green, the this. So I just went all out and I just bought a whole shitload of this shit. I just bought there's tons of this shit online. As always, I do my research. But I bought all this, and I only ended up using it for a month, thank God. So I'm not saying it's not good. It's good, but be careful with it, because it can be too good at times. But these two, I bought it from these 2 places right here, and they were pretty legit. I just keep it in case, I don't know, somebody... I know, like, hey, man. Not that I know people that really... I don't know too many people that use Kratom, but... I haven't taken it in a while, but... That stuff is good quality. Yeah, I don't know what good quality is as opposed to bad quality. But usually if I do research on something, as much as I hate Reddit, like, I can't stand fucking Reddit. For one, I don't understand how it works. For 2, I don't know how to post on. Every time I post, like, I don't know. But usually people on Reddit are pretty knowledgeable about shit. And that's where I usually do my research for stuff. But who knows? Doo-doo. That's only if you use large amounts of it all. Yeah, like I said, I don't know about it, but I'm assuming if you use large amounts, like, people probably... can eat fucking, I don't know, a whole bag of this shit a day. I don't know. But I know people use like they don't do the capsules, obviously, because if you're going to take a lot of it and you're swallowing all those capsules, you're going to be shitting out fucking liquefied capsules all day long. But I took it for, like I said, at night, because coming off that shit probably at night was like the worst time ever, because you can't sleep, your legs are shaking, your head's killing you, like the world's ending. You're like, oh my god, I can't go to bed. So what worked for me was a little bit of Kratom. What really helped was the gabapentin and music. Stop taking that gabapentin, because that shit, another thing I don't want to get. Gabapentin just makes me sleep, so. My doctor was like, here, take 3 a day. I'm like, no. I don't need 3 a day. I'll take 1 at night and I'm good. Like, doctors love to just push shit. Like, I don't know, it's weird. Usually you would think a doctor would start at like a low dose and kind of raise things up. But I've been with doctors who like to start high and then like, all right, let's go here, and then we'll bring it down over time. Like, no, let's start down here and go up. How about that? I have degenerative disc disease and my back is fucked. I mean, when it came to pain, the one thing I found that worked the best, aside from taking opiates, obviously, was the CBD RSO, the shit that comes in that tube that comes out like a green pudding. That shit, once you put it under your tongue, it has no flavor to it. Even the THC RSO that I was terrified to take because I thought it was going to put me on like another planet. A drop of that shit, man, and I didn't feel nothing. With the CBD, like, I wasn't high. I didn't get high off of it, but my whole body just went numb. I'm like, shit, I don't feel nothing. This is perfect. But I started pretty high on the CBD. CBD, I think is pretty safe, but I haven't taken it all that much to really speak on it. But it's worked for me. I'll still take it occasionally if I need to sleep or something like that. I'll have like I have 50 milligram CBD gummies that work really well. Usually, if you buy the ones at like the gas station or the like tobacco store, those are garbage, complete garbage. They're not drugs, Ed. CBD is not a drug. Thank you very much. CBD is not a drug. Neither is Kratom or Kratom or however they say it. This is not drug talk. These are all natural things. Thank you very much. You have to keep moving with gabapentin. Yeah, that shit fucking knocked me out cold. And sometimes I have like a hangover in the morning. But now everything, I'm not gonna say it's back to normal. If I get my nose under control, I'll be set. How do I stop jerking off so much? Hitman, I'll tell you right now. Get a fleshlight. I would bust mine out right now and show it to you and just show you how I used it this morning, and holy shit, I thought I was going to fucking fall over in the chair when I was done. Whew. I'm telling you, I was skeptical for many, many years. I'm like, I am not buying some fleshy tube that I'm going to stick my dick in. This is pathetic. But the more and more you jerk off, it's kind of rough on your dick. Like, you notice maybe your dick starts to look like leather after a while. It's probably because you've been jerking off for the past 30 or 40 years with your hand and some cheap lotion. Get a fucking fleshlight, pump some lube in that bitch, and I guarantee you, your wife might be a happier person because you won't be bugging her as much. That shit... They're gold. You don't even gotta get the expensive ones either. Even the cheap ones are good. The gabapentin makes me like. The gabapentin like almost. I'm not gonna say it's like a Xanax feeling, but Xanax. I haven't had Xanax in so long, but Xanax gives me the I don't give a fuck feeling. Like, I don't give a shit about nothing. But sometimes that could be really bad because it makes you do shit like that you wouldn't normally do. But because you don't give a shit, you're like, I don't give a fuck. I'm doing it. And K-Tech is out. He's like, he's going to go order his fleshlight. He's waiting for his wife to go to bed before he orders it. Make sure you hide the... when you go on Amazon, and after you buy it, go into your account and then click hide order. So that way it disappears from your order history. So that way your wife can't find it. She won't notice, like, hey, he bought a fleshlight. Nope, just go ahead and do that. She won't know. She might even be happy. Good night, Mr. Bachelor. Don't talk about sex and drugs. It runs out the crazy people. My show just went south. My show always goes south. This is not even a show. It's an hour of disappointment. Do. Every Monday I'm like, you know what? Should I even go live today? Because I have nothing to talk about. And we're probably going to talk about shaving our balls and fleshlights and stupid shit. But I've seen Kratom do a lot of good for people, and I just try and help out where I can. I researched. Yeah, I mean, it does. Like I said, I haven't used it long enough to know if it's hard to come off of. I'm just simply going by. If you read on the internet, like everything else, there's always two sides. There's like one side, like it's good, it's natural, non-addicting, blah, 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 blah. Then you got the other half of the internet saying, oh no, I was on that shit and I couldn't come off of it and it fucked my life up. And so like anything, like any medication or any whatever, it's always like a split down the middle. Like you'll never find something that's like always, well, I don't think I've ever heard bad things about CBD. I'm pretty sure there's bad things out there about CBD, though. But I just remember when I was researching it, I'm like, okay, Kratom is, kind of makes you... Kratom gives you that opiate kind of feel. And I think it hits the opiate receptors. I don't know if it does. So I'm like, this would be perfect to kind of trick my brain into thinking, okay, well, whatever. So that's when I did the research on it. But everyone, like I always say... When people mention stuff like that, like everyone's different. Everyone reacts different. One person, may have a horrible experience, while the other person, it may change their life for the better. So you do what you got to do. I'm addicted to it. I'm not going to lie, but it helps, and it's way better than pills. Oh yeah, definitely way better than pills. Way, way better. I mean, if people take Kratom and it works for them, hey, more power to you. I ain't knocking nobody at all for that. Vaping will give you sweet lung, though. I will knock you for that. If you're sweetened up banana flavored phlegm, you got sweet lung. Take it while watching my movies. Feel like you're really there. Damn. What kind of shit you taking? But see, like, once again, like I said, everyone's different. Like, just like with opiates, like some people prefer opiates, some don't. Some like, everyone's different. It's a drug show. Yeah, I'm going to sneeze now. God damn it. Here we go. Oh, I think I just lost a rib. Oh shit. Number 2. There's number 2. Are we going to do 3 today or 4? Oh, I can't do it no more. Oh, I can't fucking do it. I think I probably did lose a nut. You would never think like the worst side effect of coming off a medication would be sneezing. When you're sneezing 20 to 30 times a day, oh my god, dude, it's fucking... Like your whole, like, everything hurts, like, right here. Like, what the fuck happened? Like, oh, I forgot, I've been sneezing all day. Luckily, I don't shit my pants anymore. That was during the first month coming off of it. Whenever I sneezed, yep, there you go. Liquid would come out of the butt, and that shit's strong too, because once it drops, it doesn't even have to go through your underwear or your shorts yet. Like the minute it just exit your hole, you can smell it throughout the room. It's so powerful. Like, holy shit. A lot of people don't know that weed was one of the oils in the special potions that the 12 apostles would take, so I don't feel as guilty using all the Delta. You should never feel guilty about any of that. You do what you got to do for you. Don't worry about other fucking people. Who cares about other people? When you start worrying about what other people think, that's when you start having problems. Fuck everybody else. Focus on you. I'll be a son of a bitch. You should feel guilty about... Yeah, I would feel guilty about watching this. That's probably the only thing I'd feel guilty about. God damn. No more sneezing, please. Thank you. Do we have anything exciting to talk about? We don't, I don't think. Nope. The excitement is over. We got some... I didn't realize lemonade expired, by the way. Did you guys know that? Lemonade expires? I'm drinking expired lemonade. I guess it can't go sour, right? I use hydromorphin, but it only... What the hell is I never heard of that. Hydromorphin. Hydromophone? I'm not sure. You know, I always hear about people who have really bad, like, health problems. Like, for instance, like Bubbles is talking about, like, with a bad back. I know people that have, like, who go through pain every day, all day. And if I was in that situation, I wouldn't even give a fuck about anything or what anybody said. I would just take, you know, like, there's no way I could do that. I'd have to take fucking pain meds of some sort. Like, if I had a fucked up back, like, bring them on. I mean, I know they're not, I mean, it's either, I don't know. I'm now mumbling, but yeah. Like, Skrelly lives in pain. He doesn't take pain meds. If I was in his situation, I'd probably be taking pain meds. But that's me. I've never lived in pain like every day. I mean, I've had painful days, but I've never experienced like really bad pain like most people have. And I mean, usually watching this show causes a lot of pain too. Headaches, nausea, stuff like that. It's good to be medicated if you're watching this channel. The thing that I wish worked for me, like THC, how they have medical patients that use it for pain. I wish that like THC for me makes me focus more on the pain. Like, that's the only thing that doesn't work for me. Like, I don't get paranoid really as much anymore with it. But I also don't vape it. Like, if I'm, like, usually if someone's stressed out or they have pain or whatever, like, man, I need a joint. For me, I'm the exact opposite. Like, I cannot partake in THC if I have any anxiety going on, stress, or pain, because it'll just intensify it. So the only time I can enjoy THC is when everything is smooth. There's no pain. I haven't had a bad day. There's no anxiety. And then I could freely just enjoy it. Have a nice little buzz. And then do what I'm going to do. Usually go to sleep. I don't see how people can... Once again, everyone's different. But I know, people could smoke it during the day and go do stuff. Like, that's... I'll take an edible and we'll go out to, like, a store, like Menards or something. And I'll start walking in there like, holy shit, everyone is fucking looking at me. I know they are. So I guess maybe I freak out still a little bit, but I don't panic. Is it prank phone call? I haven't done a prank phone call. I heard Omegal's gone too. Oh, man, that's heartbreaking. It's about time, though. I'm surprised Omegle lasted that long. I mean, for the kind of site that it was. Every second of every day for me, and I stop using pain meds, and I'm sick of being a guinea pig with no results. I really need my surgeries to have a hope in hell of getting my life and finances back. Yep, I mean, I don't. You could be like Terry, and Terry's like 90 years old and drinks and seems healthy as a 16-year-old. No gray hair. I mean, his penis doesn't work anymore, but that's not really a big problem for him. You still have Omi TV? Omi TV? What is it? What the fuck is Omi TV? Why does it ring a bell? Is that Omegle? Is that code for Omegle? This tank is actually really good. I don't like the drip tip on here. It's a little too wide and fat for my liking. But this tank is nice. Is it an 810 tip? It is. Is there an O-ring? It might be an 810. Why can't they just ship with normal drip tips for normal people? Not everybody is into fucking low profile, wide bore shit. That's 510. Come on, I don't even have 810 drip tips anymore. Am I that old? You know you're old when you only use 510 drip tips. Because 810 is just too big for your little mouth. These are 510. Bear with me, folks. I'm a professional. I know what's happening. Even though my nose is running like a crackhead. I give up. I give up. Canada healthcare is a joke. I'm only 39, but still. See, I thought healthcare in Canada was free. Isn't that how it works in Canada? I think, but the free healthcare is shitty. I think. I don't know. Did you get a device for your Delta Flower? I got so I got the Volcano, which is. I thought the Volcano was going to be. When I first seen it, I thought it was stupid. I thought it was the dumbest thing I ever seen in my life. But it's magnificent. It's awesome. But as far as like a device, I think I showed this before. Maybe. Come on, open up, you fucking piece of shit. This is I think the Airizer 2, whatever. I own the 1, and this is the 2. This is actually really nice. You just shibit-doo-doo. Comes with a little glass stem, or you can use it with an adapter. This is actually not bad at all, not expensive. The only downside, it has an internal battery, so you got to charge it with some weird ass plug. But other than that, this is actually pretty nice. I haven't used it ever since I got the Volcano, but it'll probably sit there and collect dust along with my other mods. And another bonus. Not that anyone cares, but if you did care. What is so awesome about the Volcano, you don't have to use this feature if you don't want to. I keep telling myself I want to do a video on the Volcano one day, but then I don't. Well, but I guess I could. So the Volcano has 3 options when it comes to loading it up. This is the option you get out of the box. That is a big fucking bowl. Like this, I guess look at the size of my hand. That's gigantic. I guess that's if you're going to have a party or something, or maybe you're like an extreme pothead. And then you could downgrade, or not downgrade, I guess. You could just get the optional little bowl, the normal size for normal people. But to go even a step further to make it even better, these little capsules, these are beautiful. You pop the capsule open. Now it's either this or Dick Talk. Pop the capsule open, put I mean, it's like a tiny bit that's in there. Close the capsule. Drop the capsule in there. And shabam shaboom, you're ready to roll. And that little capsule will fill up about 2, maybe 3 of those big bags. That's the coolest thing in the world. Do. Go big or go home. I want to go home. Do. So yeah, that's the highlight right there, folks. I wish I was a bigger pothead to kind of enjoy this, but I truly only vape it at night. That's it. Like I don't have a desire. I don't know. I like to have more of a clear. Like during the day, during the sunlight hours, I like to have a clear mind. At night when I go to bed, I want to escape reality and fall asleep. So buying this Volcano thing might have been a tad bit of overkill for just using it at night to go to bed, but the fact that you could fill up a bag and take the bag upstairs with you in your bed, in your bedroom, and just sit there and vape the bag, because you're not smoking it, you're only vaping it. Vape the bag, hits you within a couple of minutes, bam, you're in bed, you're sleeping. The day was good. Most of the day, the last hour or so was pretty hectic. Roger walked in the house, puked on the floor for no reason. I had to go up there and fucking clean that shit up. Ugh. If you use THC a lot more, it would help with pain. I don't have pain, but it doesn't help. It doesn't, for me, it doesn't work with pain. I know some people it helps with pain, but for me, I think because it's more of a mental thing. I think for me, edibles work better for pain for me. But if I vape it, it becomes more of a mental thing, and then I start focusing on that pain. Like, oh shit, is that a pain right there? Oh wait, oh man, there's a pain right there too. Oh shit, I got a pain right here. So that's why I don't vape it when I'm. If I didn't work like you and hung out all day on YouTube, I would smoke the shit out of it. I don't want to sit here all day and just smoke weed and play video games. Sadly enough, even though it sounds fun, but I like to have a clear mind for doing absolutely nothing during the day. I think CBD, personally, for me, works better for pain than THC does, which kind of may not make sense to people. Like, what? Does that pot? Like, but it just does. Don't you worry that you're being stared at after you take a vape. If I'm at home, no. If I vape during the day and I go out, I'm like, oh, am I walking funny? Because that guy's he's looking at me. I know he's looking at me. So I guess I still have a little bit of paranoia, but it's not panic attack paranoia. It's just your typical paranoia, which you can usually write off. Sounds like my teens wake and bake, play the guitar all day. I mean, that'd be so much fun. But I just feel like once you hit a certain age, like I don't know. I feel like if I'm sitting here and I'm vaping it, and let's just say I get like, high as hell, what if I get a phone call? That's, I don't know, something happened, like, yep, something happened to your son at school, or I don't know, just something drastic, like holy shit, it would just freak me out too much. So I gotta kind of stay a little clear-headed throughout the day, because I feel like, once 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock hits, I can kind of escape life, maybe, sometimes. But since I live in the same state as my parents, usually it's not the case, because they'll call me up needing something. There's been a car that's sitting out front. It's been sitting outside for 2 hours now. Should I call 911? Like, no, don't call 911. It's probably just fucking the neighbor or something. So you got to go over there and see who the car is. Like, yeah. My husband smokes and works and does stuff around the house. He does. Yeah, I wish I wish I could do that. I would love to have that. I like I admire people that can do that. That can get stoned and it just makes them work better and do things better. I wish I had that. I just don't. My brain's not wired to do that, which sucks. Cuz I'd love to, you know. But on the other end of the spectrum though, that's how I am with opiates. You give me some painkillers, I'll build you a house. I could be out of shape, fucking overweight, everything else, but give me a painkiller or two, motherfucker. I'll go outside, I'll mow the lawn, I'll paint the house, I'll do everything. But a THC high won't do that for me. Though I wish it would, just because it's more accepted and it's legal now in most places. But I could build a house. At least I think I can. Do do do. But if there's one thing that I can give weed that it does, at least for me, helps me sleep better, and it just increases the sex drive, which Angela's probably like. So if I'm vaping at night, Angela's like, you better not be getting horny tonight because I'm tired. I'm not dealing with it. So I'm like, oh come on. Nathan's late. Late? You are more than late. You are completely absent. I had an operation and now I can't play piano. What? I don't believe what Chuck's saying. Chuck doesn't look like a pianist. Is it pianist? Or is it pianoist? I think it's pianist. If I smoke, the only thing I'm doing is going to Taco Bell and smashing ass on the couch. That'd be nice. Dave, I think Dave is no longer with us. I haven't even seen Dave in a while. Dave doesn't have questions. Dave gave up. Dave's like, you know what? Fuck this guy. He's not answering my questions. Has anyone ever used those paint sprayers that they sell at like Home Depot that are only like maybe like $200 or so? The ones that have the canister on the bottom, you just fill the canister with paint. Are those garbage? Like, are they worth buying to use to paint your ceiling and then returning them? Or are they just completely worthless altogether? For dinner, we're having Italian beef sandwiches. I know this sounds completely weird, but Italian beef sandwiches with broccoli casserole. And I know you're thinking, broccoli? It's the most unhealthy way. Rent, don't buy, you won't use it again. Well, no, I don't plan on keeping it. I'm going to return it once I'm done using it. I'm just going to say that it sucked and I want my money back. It's broccoli mixed with, I think it's like a recipe from a soup can at some point. I don't know. I learned about it a long time ago, but broccoli mixed with cream of chicken soup. You load it up with Velveeta cheese, and then you take Ritz crackers. You crumble all the Ritz crackers to a fine powder. You dump all those Ritz crackers into a bowl of melted butter, and it turns it into like almost a fucking dough. And you put that on top of the broccoli, and you put it into an oven. It's the best shit in the world, but it will probably give you a heart attack because it's got so much sodium and fat and everything else. So the broccoli part of it really doesn't. There's nothing healthy about it. Put some Stilton. What the fuck is that? What the hell is Stilton? Stilton? I don't even know what are you saying? Iceland has volcanoes going on. They don't have volcanoes in Iceland. It's too cold. Overspray. Yeah, that's what I thought. So there's really no there's no easy way to paint a ceiling in a living room that has, like, you know, all your typical furniture in it, other than removing all the furniture out of there, right? Like, there's got to be an easy way to just paint the ceiling. I did Google it, and that's where I found, like, the spray shield and all the other shit, and these guys make it look so easy because they're just like hitting the ceiling, got the spray shield in the corner. I'm like, damn, that looks easy as hell. They use rollers and tarps. See, that's what we did, and it's 10 by 10 room, and it still ain't done. I can only imagine what the living room's going to take. I think it's time to drop a post on Craigslist, folks. Put furniture in the middle of the room and cover it. Oh, that's... Marcus. That's a good idea. I didn't really kind of think about that. It's just a matter of moving the shit. Because the one, like, entertainment center we have is fucking gigantic. It's big and heavy, and it's... I don't want to move it. I was thinking to maybe just paint everything else but that wall, and just leave that wall that color. Get the gas guy back to help. Yep. That guy. Holy shit. Who want to go to... I would think Iceland would be cold. I actually know nothing about Iceland. Didn't, what's his name go there? Isn't that where Fresh is from? Fresh 03? I thought he did I could have swore he went there. Many years ago. I would have Marcus and his friends have it. Shit. Dude, Marcus is... don't even get me fucking started. Angela was like, this past weekend, she's like, I'll have Marcus do clothes and we'll paint. And I'm like, nope, no way in hell I would trust him. Like, certain kids, I don't know if they just purposely pretend like they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Just so that way you don't ask them to do anything. So we have him do stuff that there's no way you could fuck up. Take the garbage out. Carry the clothes downstairs. You know, shit like that. But things... Like today he came home and he's like, make me something to eat. I'm like, I can't. I'm in the middle of doing something. So he takes a frozen pizza and throws it in to the oven at 350 for 9 minutes. I'm like, dude, you're not going to cook a frozen pizza at 350 for 9 minutes? Yeah, there's just certain things you kind of just don't want your kids to do because the repair bill is going to be more than the actual thing is. Do they make a generic version of the three? Damn, if you find a Volcano for $359, you better jump on that shit. That's cheap, Scott. That's cheap. That's extremely cheap. I know that sounds expensive, and it is expensive, but the price of these things is way more than that. But they do have... They have other ones, but they don't have like the bag attachment, and it's... Just put it this way. If you are a full-time partaker, if you use it all the time, I guarantee you'll be very, very happy with it. Especially if you don't like dealing with... If you don't like smoking it. Because vaping, it's a completely different. The whole experience is different as opposed to smoking and vaping it. I can't smoke it. Angela prefers to smoke it. It doesn't affect her. Me, it fucks my asthma up. But I'm not like a professional pothead, so I can't really speak on everything. But it is like the most maintenance-free, easy way to do it. Like, there is no way you fuck this thing up. You pop it in, hit a button, it blows the bag up, you're done. Inhale the bag. The bag's got like little nozzles on them so you can keep the vapor in the bag for fucking however long you want. Like, it's pretty genius. They look fucking stupid as hell though. Like a bag? Like, who the hell's gonna be vaping? And then if you don't want to use the bag, you can use the hose and just sit there with the hose in your mouth and just vape it. My dog is tapping on my phone. We off to bed. Yep, I think I'm off to dinner, folks, because it's about that time. And I thought you shafted gummies. I used to we call that It's not shafting. What's it called? Plugging. I don't plug gummies. It gums up my butthole. I'm a genius like Wicked Vapor. Dylan, you are far from a damn genius. You are far from a genius. I do believe ST is having a show tomorrow, unless otherwise notified. But as of now, I believe Mike's going to be there. And what else? I think that's it. Dino nuggets are warm in the oven with care. I'm going to shove a dino nugget up your ass. How's that? I haven't had a dino nugget in like 10 years. When they start making an actual shape of a dinosaur, I'll start buying them. Until then, are you this... Mark, you're the smartest guy I know. Holy Jesus. Ed, you must not know anyone. ST's intro's not smooth. You want to see smooth? Look at this shit. Look how smooth this is. Watch. Okay, it's a little fast, but it's still smooth. That's smooth right there. It's smooth with speed. Look at that shit. That's beautiful. I could make it even smoother, but that involves working and doing stuff. Oh, it burns. Does it burn when you pee? Not yet, but it probably will one day. God damn. You know what? I'm going to try to slow it down. Now that people are making content. Can I slow it down? I can, but I don't. I can't do it. Uh-oh, I lost. You know what? I'm not even fucking with it. I'm not fucking with nothing. Because whenever I fuck with shit, it gets worse. JT, you're usually pretty dizzy, as it is. Fast and smooth are kind of like, oh, I guess they're not the same thing, but actually, Angela prefers it fast, quick, and just get it over with. Yes, the show just started, Ed. Luckily, you're here on time. You're not going to miss anything because we got tons of content. Oh, the Jerky Boys. Dude, the Jerky Boys were the best. Holy shit. I used to own their tapes, like the the cassette tape. That's how much I love the Jerky Boys. Me and my cousin would sit there and just listen to them. Oh, they were awesome. Their movie was kind of shitty, but their tapes, their calls are legendary. This was a vape show, by the way. If you learned anything about vaping, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you didn't learn shit, give it a thumbs down. Oh, make sure you subscribe, too, because you don't want to miss any more of this content. It gets better from here, folks. It gets way, way better. I want my $2. My $2. That goddamn movie. I keep forgetting the name of it. Anywho, we'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. And if not, we'll see you Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe Saturday. Security alert for me. Oh, I got a security alert. Oh, I signed into my... Okay, that's not really a security alert. I thought someone, like, broke in the house. No, I signed into a goddamn... I'm now live on... Do I have any destroying propaganda, blah, 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 security alert? Google's on their stuff, man. God forbid you sign into your Gmail account on another computer. They fucking hit you from every angle. Anyways, I'm talking too much. Good night, folks. We will see you soon.